Hi, I'm Rhea. I never thought my ordinary Tuesday would end with finding my cousin's 2-year-old son abandoned on my doorstep, but life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them. Marcus? What are you doing here, buddy? I knelt beside the drowsy toddler who sat beside a dinosaur-patterned diaper bag. His chubby fingers clutched a folded paper. Where's your mommy? Marcus rubbed his eyes, lower lip trembling. Mama, go bye-bye. My heart pounded as I gently took the note from his tiny hand. The handwriting was unmistakably Vanessa's, my cousin who I'd practically grown up with. Rhea, I can't do this anymore. Marcus deserves better than what I can give him. You've always been the responsible one. I know you'll take good care of him. Don't try to find me. V, she can't be serious, I whispered, scooping Marcus into my arms as a chilly autumn breeze swept across my front yard. Is everything okay? My neighbor, Mrs. Chen, called from across the fence. Her gardening hat tilted as she studied the scene with concerned eyes. Honestly, I'm not sure. I adjusted Marcus on my hip. My cousin just left her son here. Mrs. Chen's eyebrows shot up. Left him? You mean she's coming back later? I held up the note. Doesn't sound like it. That poor child. Mrs. Chen abandoned her gardening and approached the fence. Do you need anything? Diapers? Food? She left a bag, but... My phone rang, interrupting my thoughts. It was Vanessa's brother, Drew. Hey, is Vanessa with you? Drew's voice sounded tense. Mom's been trying to reach her all day. Drew, you need to come over. Now. I tried keeping my voice steady to avoid upsetting Marcus further. 20 minutes later, Drew's rapid knocking echoed through my small house. Marcus was occupied with crackers and cartoons when I opened the door. What's going on? Drew asked, then froze when he spotted Marcus on my couch. Why is he here? Where's Vanessa? I handed him the note. This is all she left. Drew's face darkened as he read. I can't believe she'd do this. She's been struggling since the breakup with Jared, but this? Struggling? She seemed fine at your mom's birthday last month. Drew ran a hand through his hair. That's what she wanted everyone to think. But she's been borrowing money, staying out all night, hanging with a new crowd. Mom's been watching Marcus most days. And no one thought to tell me? Vanessa made us promise not to. Said she'd handle it. His voice cracked. Guess this is her version of handling it. We need to call the police, I said firmly. Drew's eyes widened. Whoa, let's not overreact. She's going through something. Overreact? She abandoned her child, Drew, with nothing but a note. That's not a cry for help, that's criminal neglect. She's family, Rhea. And what is Marcus? Disposable? I gestured toward the innocent toddler. Someone needs to be the adult here, and clearly it's not Vanessa or you. Just give her a few days. No. My voice was steel. I'm calling the police, then child services, and you can either support that decision or join your sister on my list of people who've failed this little boy. Drew stared at me, conflicted. Finally, he sighed. What do you need me to do? Tell me everything about Vanessa's behavior these last few months. Leave nothing out. I picked up my phone. Because when they ask me why she'd abandon her son, I want the full story. 3 days after filing the police report, Detective Harlow sat across from me at my kitchen table, notebook open. Marcus was napping in the guest room I'd hurriedly converted with a borrowed crib. So you've had no contact with your cousin since she left the child? Detective Harlow asked, her keen eyes studying my face. None. Her phone goes straight to voicemail. She's deleted all her social media accounts. I pushed a mug of coffee toward her. It's like she wanted to disappear completely. People rarely disappear completely, Detective Harlow noted. They leave traces, financial trails, witness sightings. Have you found anything? She withdrew nearly $5,000 from her account the day before she left Marcus with you. Emptied it completely. My stomach nodded. This was planned. Appears so. Detective Harlow flipped a page in her notebook. Your family has been cooperative except for one individual. Jared Winters, the ex-boyfriend? Marcus's father. They broke up about 8 months ago. We've been trying to reach him. He could have information or custody rights to consider. The doorbell rang, interrupting us. I opened it to find Aunt Patricia, Vanessa and Drew's mother, her eyes puffy from crying. "I came as soon as I could get away from work," she said, rushing past me. "Where's my grandson?" "Sleeping," I answered, closing the door. "Aunt Patricia, this is Detective Harlow." Aunt Patricia barely acknowledged the detective. "This is all a misunderstanding. Vanessa wouldn't just abandon Marcus. She left a note," I reminded her gently. "She's not thinking clearly. She needs help, not police involvement." Detective Harlow intervened. "Mrs. Palmer, when did you last see your daughter?" "2 days before she left Marcus here. She dropped him off for what she called a me day. Nothing unusual." Aunt Patricia wrung her hands. "She seemed tired, that's all." "And you've been caring for Marcus regularly?" 4 or 5 days a week for the past few months. Vanessa said she was picking up extra shifts." I frowned. Drew mentioned she quit her job at the clinic 2 months ago. Aunt Patricia's shock was genuine. "That's not possible. She told me they gave her a promotion." Detective Harlow leaned forward. "Mrs. Palmer, did Vanessa ever mention someone named Craig Denton?" "No, who's that?" "A name that's come up in our investigation. He left town the same day your daughter did." The pieces clicked into place. "The new crowd Drew mentioned, she's been seeing someone." The conversation was interrupted by a loud knock. Drew entered with someone I hadn't expected, Jared, Marcus's father, looking exhausted and angry. "Where's my son?" Jared demanded. "Sleeping," I said. "How did you even know?" "Drew called me, said Vanessa dumped Marcus here and took off." His eyes landed on Detective Harlow. "You the police? Good. I want to file for emergency custody." "Hold on," Aunt Patricia interjected. "Vanessa will come back. She's just confused." "She abandoned our son?" Jared's voice rose. "After months of barely letting me see him, making excuses, canceling our court-ordered visitations. Now I find out she's been pawning him off on everyone else while she runs around with some loser." Detective Harlow stepped between them. "Mr. Winters, we need to talk about your son's situation, but let's keep calm." "I've been trying to get joint custody for months," Jared continued, lowering his voice. "The courts favored her because I work construction with irregular hours. She made me look unreliable, when she's the one who—" He stopped, composing himself. "I have a right to take care of my son." "No one's disputing that," I said, trying to diffuse the tension. "But right now, Child Protective Services has placed him temporarily with me while they investigate." "Investigate what? She left a confession note," Detective Harlow intervened. "Mr. Winters, would you be willing to answer some questions about Miss Palmer's recent behavior? It could help us locate her." "I'll tell you everything," Jared said grimly, "including how she's been lying to everyone for months." 2 weeks passed with Marcus settling into a routine at my house. Child Services had granted me temporary guardianship while they processed Jared's petition for custody. Vanessa remained missing until a single text arrived on my phone. "Need to talk. Coming by tomorrow. Don't tell anyone. Vi." I immediately called Detective Harlow, who arranged for an officer to be nearby during the meeting. Then I called Jared. He deserved to know. The next day, right on schedule, my doorbell rang. I opened it to find Vanessa, hair dyed blonde, wearing sunglasses despite the cloudy day. "Where's Marcus?" were her first words as she stepped inside. "With Jared. It's his court-approved visitation day." She froze. "You let Jared take him? I told you in my note. You lost the right to tell anyone anything when you abandoned your son on my doorstep," I interrupted, my voice steadier than I felt. Vanessa removed her sunglasses, revealing bloodshot eyes. "I didn't abandon him. I left him with family. Without asking. Without any legal arrangement. With nothing but a note. I needed time to figure things out." She paced my living room. "Craig and I were going to get settled, then come back for Marcus." "Craig Denton? The guy with 3 outstanding warrants?" Her head snapped up. "How do you—" "The police have been looking for you, Vanessa. Child abandonment is a serious crime." "I didn't abandon him," she shouted. "I left him with you. That's different. Not legally, not morally." She collapsed onto my couch. It was just supposed to be temporary. Craig promised we'd get a place. Good jobs. And that's worth abandoning your child for? A promise from a man you barely know? You don't understand what it's like. Tears streamed down her face. Being a single mother, everyone judging you, no support. No support? I laughed bitterly. Your mother watched Marcus almost daily. Jared fought for his visitation rights. I would have helped if you'd asked. Jared made everything difficult, always criticizing, demanding more time. Because he's Marcus's father, he loves that boy. A knock at the door silenced us. Jared entered with Marcus in his arms, Detective Harlow behind them. Marcus's eyes lit up seeing his mother. "Mama!" he squealed, reaching for her. Vanessa stood, arms outstretched, but Jared didn't move. "Vanessa Palmer," Detective Harlow said formally. "We need to speak with you about the abandonment of your son." "This is a setup?" Vanessa spun toward me. "You called the cops on me?" "You abandoned your child," I repeated. "What did you expect?" "I trusted you! Your family!" She lunged toward me, but Jared stepped between us. "Don't," he warned. "You've done enough damage." "Give me my son," Vanessa demanded, voice shaking. "The court has temporarily suspended your custody rights," Detective Harlow explained. "Mr. Winters has temporary custody, with Miss Palmer providing secondary care." "You can't do this!" Vanessa's voice rose hysterically. "He's my son!" "A son you left with a note," Jared said coldly, "while you ran off with a criminal." "I made a mistake. I'm sorry," Vanessa sobbed, looking between us. "Rhea, please, tell them I meant to come back. Tell them I'm a good mother." I met her desperate gaze steadily. "No, Vanessa, I won't lie for you." "I'll do better," she pleaded. "I swear, just give me another chance." "Like the chances you've had for the past 8 months?" Jared asked. "The ones you used to keep me from my son while you partied and lied?" Vanessa's expression darkened. "You'll regret this. All of you." She grabbed her purse, backing toward the door. "I'll fight for him. I'll tell everyone how you stole my child." "Miss Palmer," Detective Harlow stepped forward. "We need you to come to the station for questioning." "Get away from me!" Vanessa shoved the detective hard, and with that one action, she sealed her fate. "Assault on a police officer, on top of child abandonment and endangerment," Jared commented, as we sat in the courtroom hallway 6 weeks later. "Not exactly Mother of the Year material." I watched Marcus playing with blocks on the hallway floor, blissfully unaware of the proceedings about to determine his future. "She's facing serious charges." "Good," Jared said firmly. "Actions have consequences." Our conversation paused as Vanessa was led down the hall by her attorney. She'd been released on bail pending trial, required to attend parenting classes and counseling sessions. Her eyes found mine, pleading silently for support. I looked away. "Rhea, please," she said, stopping despite her lawyer's attempt to guide her forward. "Can we talk? Just for a minute?" "We have nothing to say to each other," I replied. "I'm getting help. I'm doing the classes. I made a terrible mistake, but I'm Marcus's mother." Her voice cracked. "Doesn't family forgiveness mean anything to you?" "Family?" I stood, keeping my voice low for Marcus's sake. Family doesn't abandon a 2-year-old with a note. Family doesn't disappear for weeks, then expect everything to be forgiven. People make mistakes. "Not with children's lives," Jared interjected. "Not with our son." Vanessa's lawyer touched her arm. "We should proceed inside." The hearing was brief but definitive. Vanessa's attorney argued for supervised visitation rights. The judge reviewed the case file, including reports from Child Protective Services, Vanessa's counselors, and character statements, including mine, which detailed the abandonment and Vanessa's subsequent threats. "The court grants full physical custody to Jared Winters," the judge announced. "Miss Palmer is granted supervised visitation twice monthly, contingent upon continued compliance with court-mandated counseling and parenting classes. This arrangement will be reviewed in 6 months." Outside the courtroom, Aunt Patricia approached me, eyes red-rimmed. "Are you satisfied now?" My daughter has lost her child. She lost Marcus the moment she left him on my doorstep, I replied evenly. Today just made it official. She's getting help. She made one terrible mistake. One? She lied for months. She neglected Marcus. She prioritized a relationship with a criminal over her own child's welfare. Drew joined us, his expression somber. The judge made the right call, Mom. Vanessa needs to earn back the right to be Marcus's mother. Aunt Patricia's shoulders sagged. Will you all punish her forever? It's not punishment, I said. It's consequences, and it's protection for Marcus. Vanessa emerged from the courtroom, face tear-streaked. She approached hesitantly. I'll do whatever it takes, she said, looking between Jared and me. I'll prove I can be a good mother. Words, Jared said flatly. You'll need actions now. And time, I added. A lot of time. 6 months later, I hosted Marcus's 3rd birthday party in my backyard. Jared manned the grill while Mrs. Chen helped hang decorations. Drew arrived with presents and a cautious optimism about his sister, who had, by all accounts, been following the court's requirements diligently. She's different, Drew told me quietly as we watched Marcus unwrap gifts. The counseling is helping. She's working steadily, staying clean. Good for her, I said, meaning it. She asks about him constantly. Wants to know if he's happy. I gestured toward Marcus, giggling as Jared helped him with a toy truck. See for yourself. Will you ever forgive her? Drew asked. I considered the question, watching the happy child who'd been through so much uncertainty. Forgiveness isn't the issue. Trust is. And trust, once abandoned, is the hardest thing to rebuild. Later, as guests departed, Jared approached with Marcus drowsy in his arms. Thank you, he said simply, for everything you did, for being the one who stood up for him when it mattered. I smiled, touching Marcus's cheek gently. Some things are worth fighting for. That night, I sat on my porch swing, reflecting on the past 6 months. The photo Jared had sent me of Marcus's first day of preschool. The supervised visits Vanessa had faithfully attended. The way life had found a new normal. Not perfect, but stable. Secure. Sometimes the greatest act of love isn't forgiveness, but accountability. Sometimes the truest form of family isn't blood, but the people who show up when it matters most. Have you ever had to choose between loyalty to someone you've known forever and doing what's truly right? It's never an easy choice, but in the end, we're defined by the stands we take when the stakes are highest.